doing, Lucky? Lucky. Hey, what are you doing? You can't come in, you're a dog. But the cat wants to come out. Alright, hang on. Let's see if I can figure this out. What you doing, Luck? Come on. Come on. Come on. Go on. Come on, kitty kitty. Do you want to come out? No? Alright. Cat usually comes out at night. Oh, like late at night. Why is there like a hood on this thing? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? I was just in the hot tub and I thought, why not go live? I haven't gone live in a while. We haven't gone live on the Thursday in quite a while. So why not just go live and say hi to everybody? Just out here enjoying the backyard. It's a nice day here in Vegas. We had a lot of rain a week ago, flash floods for 2 days, but it all cleared up. Kind of cooled off. It's only 100 degrees now, not 110. So yeah, pretty nice weather. It's Friday afternoon out here. I don't have any plans for the weekend. I thought, why not jump in the hot tub? Christy's at the mall with the kids. She'll probably get in here once she gets back. So I heated it up and I jumped in. How's everybody out there doing? Actually, is there a chat? I actually don't see it if there is a chat. Let me see. I should have got the tripod is what I should have done. Boop. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna have to do this, guys. Hang on. You know I gotta do this. There we go. Packer Jack, how's it going? Yeah, that was a hell of a game, wasn't it? I had a feeling they might have been able to pull it out. Hope your Packers do the same. It's Love, right? Jordan Love you got now? So I'm assuming you're a Packers fan and not an Aaron Rodgers fan. So you're not going with the Jets. You're still going with the Packers. But yeah, it was pretty cool. That's huge for the Lions. To get the first win under their belt. You know, everybody hopes they make the playoffs this year. So it's pretty big. Yeah, me too, Debbie. Just chilling. Chilling in the hot tub. So what's going on treasure hunt wise? I haven't done a treasure hunt amusement park in a while. I think I've just been burned out on the treasure hunts. So I just stopped for a while. I haven't been making videos on Thursdays anymore. I'll get back to it eventually, but I think we're just, or I speak for myself, I'm stuck on everything. I had an idea for the beacon star and I sent it to a couple people, but I haven't taken the time to try and make it work. Oh, there's Christy right now. I don't know if I can take a call and still go live. Hang on, let me find out. Oh, there we go. The phone call probably disconnected it, but yeah, so Treasure Hunt Amusement Park, I still think somebody will pay it forward. I think there'll be another big hunt like Forrest Fenn's. It might not be $1 million hunt, but I think $100,000 hunt is the same. You know what I mean? 100 grand, 200 grand, 500 grand, a really big hunt like that. So it'll happen eventually. Somebody will do it. And hopefully it's good. And hopefully it doesn't have the horrible ending that Forrest Fenn's hunt had. You got to put out the solution, everybody. Never leave it up to the finder. Because if you leave it up to the finder, guess what? There's a problem with the ending. Whether it's the location or the clues, if you leave it up to the finder, there's a problem with the ending. I think we all figured that out. So you live and you learn, right? Now we know. But anyway. Yeah, I hear you, Packer Jack. I hear you. So what else has been going on? Beacon Star. Just everybody's stuck on the Beacon Star. Xavier Marks, I think everybody's at the point where they're stuck now. Yeah, Xavier. I mean, I like Sean. I like Hillary. They just did they did the Venetian thing with me and Christy. Our kids did their hunt at the Rio. I mean, they're doing stuff here in Vegas, which is awesome. But for the book, for Xavier Marks, can you guys hear me? I know this thing's running. I'm gonna have Christy turn it off when she gets home. She'll probably be out here in a couple minutes. It's just Stucksville. You know what I mean? We got off the treasure hunt highway to get some gas, and the car won't start. We're all stuck. I like the clues that Xavier Marks have put out. It's a blessing and a curse. Because some of them we got it, we understand what they mean, but for the ones that don't, it just drives us crazy that we can't even figure out what the clue means. And in some of those Instagram clues, we can't even figure out what the clue is supposed to be. So, what about you, Packer Jack? I know you were Forrest Fenn and only Forrest Fenn, but do you have? I think you have the Beacon Star and Xavier, but you're just not. You don't feel like working on it. A lot of people are like 10 grand's not worth it, but I think they're thinking of many boots on the ground, like Forrest Fenn type thing. You know what I mean? Xavier Marks and the Beacon Star, without knowing the solution. Xavier Marks and Beacon Star, it's not an ambiguous poem. It's not an ambiguous set of clues within 4 states. We know the cities where they're at. And if we figure out the clues, you can go right to it, is what they both said. And I trust both of them. Actually, all 3 of them. The masked lady, Sean, and Randy. So it's not like Forrest Fenn's hunt. It's not subjective. It's not a mark on a tree. At least I hope not. When we figure out the clues, we'll know exactly where to go. And that's how a treasure hunt should be, I think. It should lead you exactly to it. Not a general area and you got a metal detected or whatever. But that's the flip side of the coin. If you're going to do that, if you're going to have clues that take you to an exact spot where you can pick it up, you got to make those clues hard, right? Because you don't want the thing over in 6 months. I mean, Beacon Star, I think, has been out 5 years. Xavier Marks coming out, or is coming up on 2 years. Next month will be 2 years. So definitely, they've definitely made them difficult, which I guess for good reason. Yeah, the secret, they're still there. You know, the thing with the secret, though, either the landmarks have changed or you can't dig where you think it is. I mean, those are the 2 main issues, right? I don't have to tell you. Too chicken to dig right now. You could get arrested, right? Is that the chicken part, or is it just, you know, I don't know. The tribute's cool, though. But again, isn't the tribute going on 3 years or 2.5 years? It's like, what is it we're all missing? I mean, I think of Fandango, Key to the Wind. That was out, I believe, 10 years, 10 or 15, and then they ended it because there was an end date. At least they were upfront about it. And once the solution came out, a lot of people weren't too happy with it. I got to give Dustin a shout out. Dustin and Deidre, they were at the wedding. Dustin, he was here in Vegas about a month before about a month before Fandango Key to the Wind ended. And he was like, I think Deidre's right. I think you fold these pages like a Mad magazine. And they were exactly right. They were right. They just couldn't. But even when you folded them, it was hard to make out what the numbers were. So that one was kind of a sad horn, I guess. Tribute's 4 years now, yeah. I mean, I guess it really is a good tribute since the secret is mostly unsolved. There's 3 of them been solved, I think. So the other 9 have not. So that's a good tribute, I guess, if it lasts 4 years. I still like to do one ourselves. Me and K-Pro do one, but there's just so. But again, we don't want a popcorn hunt. I mean, I can do a popcorn hunt tonight, put it out there, and somebody will solve it within a day or 2. You know what I mean? But to do a long-lasting treasure hunt, one that's fun, yeah, it would take some planning. I still want to do it. It's on the bucket list eventually, but we just got stuff going on right now. So eventually, hopefully, we'll get to it. What else has been going on with everybody? Yeah, you know, the Forrest Fenn thing, we're waiting on Shiloh, we're waiting on Netflix, and we're waiting on Jens. And those are the 3 things that I know that we're waiting on. Everything else is just noise. Everything else is just the same background noise that it's been there for the last, 10 years. Now, Cynthia interviewing Dale was pretty cool. And K-Pro doing the documentary, I should say, from the terabyte drive, that was pretty cool. To see Forrest in interviews and stuff that weren't released, I thought that was pretty cool. And that stuff's fun, but it's not getting us any closer to answers. So hopefully, Shiloh will give us some answers. I don't think answers are going to be in Netflix, but I could be wrong. Jens's documentary, I don't know. I hear the rumors of what he might have and what he might not have, so we'll see. But those are the things on those. For me, the thrill of the chase really is over until those things happen. Netflix, Shiloh's news, or Jens's documentary, and there's something to talk about. And I know, and we'll probably go live Monday. I mean, Caper always has something to talk about. I just kind of over talking about the same thing over and over again. Because that's all it becomes. Is it's a PowerPoint saying, hey, here's some new stuff so-and-so said. And then half the people in the chat are like, yeah, I don't believe so-and-so. They're lying. Okay, you have a right to believe that. You know, I mean, it's kind of talking about the same thing over again. I have fun going into Discord and talking to everybody. Magic the Gathering card collection. Are you still interested? Yeah, no, not interested. It's funny how Facebook Marketplace messages from like a month, 2 months ago pop up all of a sudden. Emo, Davio, Packer Jack, Baby Teal, how's it going? Hope everybody's having a fun Friday evening and you got something fun going on for the weekend. I got some running around to do tomorrow. That's about it. I might go to the movies. I might go see Equalizer 3, or is it 4, whatever one it is. Denzel. I might go see that if I can swing it. Don't know yet. But for all of you that have filmed with Netflix, 1, congratulations. 2, I hope you got paid. And 3, I hope you actually end up in the doc. That would be pretty cool. It would just be pretty awesome to say, hey, my name's so-and-so. I worked on the Forrest Fenn treasure hunt. That's it. Whatever the rest is, the rest is. But to say that and to put it out there to the world, I think would be pretty cool. To just say, you know, I was a Forrest Fenn searcher. Because the first step is admitting you have a problem, right? Yeah. But what's going on with me? I went to the doctor recently and had some bad news. K-Pro doesn't even know about this. So I went, you know, I'm 53, and I went to get a checkup. Packer Jack says this week we're talking about the superintendent of Yellowstone National Park, Cam Shawley. There's a name, huh? Cam Shawley. That sounds like a clue right there. An anagram. And that his dad was Yellowstone National Park Chief Ranger and also head of National Park Service, Dan Shawley, who he grew up in Texas. Ah. So does that mean, is the conspiracy theory bridge that maybe Forrest contacted one of them saying, hey, I'm going to hide it in the park and we'll deal with it, you know, after it's found type thing? That would be interesting if there's any proof that he contacted somebody just to say, hey, I'm going to put my treasure somewhere in your park. But then that doesn't make sense because he said he'd never told anybody, right? So, and that's the thing, Bagger Jack. We can all come up with our little conspiracies and our little theories. And some of them are conspiracy theories, but it's just that. Jack has the answers. Maybe Shiloh, I hope Shiloh has some answers. Carl probably has some answers. Cynthia and K-Pro get answers, but the problem is they're not verified. I mean, they get an email and nobody believes the email. They get a text message, people don't believe the text message. So it's kind of a catch-22. Packer shareholder. Nice. I think the Packers will do all right this year. We'll see. I want to see how Aaron Rodgers does Monday night. Me and K-Pro got in a couple football pools, so we're having fun. And we had Lions in those pools, and the majority, I'd say 10% of the people had the Lions. Most people, 10% of the people had the Lions. Most people had the Chiefs, big sad horn. But what I was saying is, went to the doctor, had a checkup. Hadn't had a checkup in like 5 years, and I got diagnosed with something. You know, when you go to the doctor and get diagnosed, it's never a good thing. I guess for women, it could be a good thing if they say, oh, you're pregnant, surprise. But other than that, the doctor usually doesn't have good news. It's usually bad news, right? So they do all the blood work, and they do all the tests and whatever, and, you know, the general whatever. It's HMO. They probably do the bare minimum. But basically, the doctor says, you're 53 now, and you turned into a fat fuck. That's what he told me. You are now officially a fat fuck. So I need to lose some weight is what I'm trying to say. No, I didn't. He didn't actually say that. I'm saying that. I'm a fat fuck. You know, I've always been skinny arms, skinny legs, a little bit of a stomach, you know, growing up. You know, I was in the Navy right out of high school. We used to do the PT tests and all that. But man, it catches up on you. So now I've got, a lot of people say beer belly, but I don't drink beer. So for me, I guess it's a soda stomach. Although I switched to diet quite a while ago. But I still eat too much crap, so. Yeah, I'm going to call it the Fat Fuck Challenge. I think maybe for the month of October, do some kind of a challenge to lose some weight. It's really not, it's losing weight, but it's a lifestyle change, right? I mean, K-Pro cooks. It's not her, but I've always been sugar and carbs. If I ever have an autobiography, it's going to be called Sugar and Carbs. Because that's all I eat, or used to. I've changed a little bit, but I need to change a lot more, so. Yeah, good times. So I think the month of October. But yeah, you guys that aren't fat, that aren't, you know, I look at Cynthia, she works out every day. I look at Copper Dan, he's doing those marathons and stuff. That's awesome. And then there's so many different ways you can go about it, right? There's become a vegetarian, or there's go vegan. There's intermittent fasting. There's fasting, like 3 days. I've heard people go 3 days without eating, which is crazy. Some people do a dry fast, but they don't even drink anything. There's like the lemonade diet where you drink that, nothing but that for, 48 hours. There's all these different crazy things, and they work if you stick to them, but the question is, can you stick to them? I think is the problem. So what do you guys think? I mean, what do you eat? If not, I mean, I've always been a go to Taco Bell, Kentucky Fried Chicken. That's processed foods. That's what I've eaten the majority of my life, is processed foods. Yeah, Nemo, that actually is why I went to the doctor. I did have the colonoscopy, so it wasn't the rubber glove treatment, it was the camera treatment. The only good thing about that is they knock you out, so don't remember any of it. Just woke up and felt cold and alone. But they did find some polyps, but they took care of it. They were behind, so I just got to go and have that done every 2 years. But I know I'm fat, so I know I need to lose some weight. I mean, we got 4 kids. I want to see them kids get married and grandkids someday. So I definitely got to change my my lifestyle. My mother and stepfather passed away this year, and I got a dad that's not doing so great. His lung capacity all of a sudden just went down to 50%, and they're like, "Yeah, it just happens." And I'm like, "What do you mean it just happens?" So he's dealing with that. So I just need to make some changes now. Cold and alone with a hickey. Yeah, something like that. Lifestyle change. High potent breakfast. Steak, eggs, no bread. That's a big issue. No bread. Yeah, exactly, Copper Dan. I definitely want to do that. But so Dan, how much did you weigh before you got back into running? How much weight did you lose, I guess, over the last 2 years or however long it's been? Because that's awesome that you do the running and everything. Speaking of getting old, I took a spill down the stairs about 2 weeks ago. Thought I was on the last step, but no, I was on the second from last step. Came down on my ankle the wrong way. Boom, sprained ankle. Swole up like a softball. Actually, I'll actually make, if I do this challenge, I'll actually make a video. I'll make a daily vlog. The only way I'm going to be held accountable is by you guys. You know what I mean? The only way I can get stuff done is if I go live and talk to you guys about it every day. So I'll show you the picture of my ankle. It was pretty bad. So you lost 40 pounds. I mean, that'd be awesome if I could lose 20 pounds. I'd be happy. But 40, I weigh 255. I've never weighed 255 in my entire life. I'm 6'1", 255, but none of it's muscle at all. So what I was saying is, yeah, I sprained my ankle, and it's pretty much healed up, but I can't run on it, is what I'm saying. That running is not going to work, at least for another month or so. If I put my full weight on it, it still smarts a little bit. So, they gave me a brace, and they said, don't put your weight on it, and they gave me crutches, which I didn't use. But it's still swollen a little bit, but running's out, is what I'm getting at. I got the old bad wheel. So I got to do some other exercise, something else. Yeah, weight loss is in the kitchen. That's true. That's true. Well, think of all those videos I made the last 6 years. What would I do in the beginning? I'd make coffee, and I'd put in milk and a lot of sugar, like 3 tablespoons of sugar, right? And that's caught up with me. So luckily my blood works okay. It's kind of like borderline, but it's not like I'm not diabetic. It's not over the line or anything yet. I'm sure it will be if I don't make a change. So Colt Rose, that's a new name. How's it going, Colt? Fripp 25, I know that name. You lost 20 pounds, Davio? That's awesome. So yeah, that's what I want to do. Because I think for the month of October, I do some kind of a challenge. I just need to figure out what the rules, the parameters are going to be. And I do a daily vlog and I show you guys. I get on the scale and I show you what I'm doing. And you guys, you give me tips. Tell me do this or don't do that, And yeah, I'm going to have a cheat day. I mean, I'm not trying to go crazy. I mean, last year, me and Chrissy went to a gym. We started going to a gym. And I hurt my wrist and she hurt her back or her shoulder, and we stopped going because, we're getting old, I guess. So, and we haven't been back since. AIC, I have the paperwork. It wasn't horrible. It was like borderline. I think, is 200 a normal AIC? Does that sound right? I think mine was at like 198. But again, I'd have to look at the paperwork. The doctor basically said everything is good now. They were like, you just got to change your diet or it's going to turn bad. So yeah, the month of October. And then when it ends on Halloween, you just eat a bunch of candy, right? No, I got to make a change and actually stick with it. So if you guys have ideas, email them to me for sure. I mean, what do you eat instead of bread? I mean, carbs. That's all I eat is carbs and sugar and caffeine. No soda. Well, I drink diet soda, but I guess that's not good either, right? Black coffee is like eating tree bark. I cannot drink black coffee. I got to put something in it, so I'll probably have to get stevia or something like that. High protein I can do. Yeah, fruit. But doesn't fruit have a lot of sugar in it too? I mean, isn't that just as bad? Grapes and oranges and all that stuff. No crackers, chips, bread. That's all I eat. No diet soda. Yeah, I know. So I think what I'll do is switch to green tea in the morning. No coffee, right? Green tea with nothing in it, just plain green tea. And then yeah, no diet soda is gonna be real fun. But I gotta do it, so gotta do it sooner rather than later. And then try and just move around a little bit and get some exercise. Intermittent Fanner too. How's it going? And Lorraine. Oh, they have keto bread? See, I didn't even know that. Berries, get in that pool and swim. Yeah, that's a good point, Lorraine. They say swimming's the best thing, and we have one. So I can't make any excuses. I just got to get in it and go. Intermittent fasting combined with keto works for me. Moderate exercise is important for long-term health, but is not a significant factor in weight loss. So intermittent fasting, K-Pro's against intermittent fasting. She thinks if you don't eat for 24 hours, and I know intermittent could just mean 8 hours or 12 hours. She thinks your body stores fat because, yeah. Turn it off. Just hit the button. Yeah, my computer, my brand new Alienware computer from 3 months ago. Sometimes it overheats. Sometimes the fans go crazy. So, but of course I leave it on too. So you just power it off, and then it's been fine. I need to look into that eventually. Keto, see, I didn't know they had keto bread. I'll have to look into what that is. So really it's eating. Weight loss is just eating, right? It's what you put in your mouth. I get it. It's what you put in your body. I get it. I know it. It's just doing it. It's the hard part. You know what I'm saying? Doing it's the hard part. And here comes K-Pro. We start talking about intermittent fasting, and here she comes.
Somebody went live.
Yeah. You coming in?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I know. Here, hang on. Say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
And there she just falls in. Let's go Michigan.
Yeah.
They're 1-0. They play UNLV tomorrow.
Hi, everybody. All I heard
Where were
is
you?
I haven't even... Oh, it was horrible. I told Sammy I would get her one outfit at the mall. I get one outfit at the mall, then she needs to go to another outfit, and then she needs to go to the fitting room, and then David wanted to do a necklace, and then they wanted to... But wait, we need a pull-up bar.
I thought you were dropping them off. You actually went with them to the mall?
Yes.
I knew that was not going to end well.
Yeah, and then it turned into... But wait, we need a pull-up bar. I said, guys, I'm not hanging at the mall.
Right.
Anyway, that was
surprised you didn't just leave them there.
And
they could have walked
the
on.
car is now leaving, and they start walking, and they're like, one more thing, we'll meet you there, and then they all run the other way. I'm like, I don't care. They can take a bus home.
Friday night at the mall.
Yeah. So anyway, and then I turned this guy on live that says I haven't even told Christy about these test results.
Did you hear what they diagnosed me with?
Yeah, actually all the kids heard it, and they thought that was funny.
That's right. It's true, though.
I was actually worried there, because I knew they were looking for cancer, too. So.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's what I was telling them. There's nothing's horrible, but it will be if I don't change. They're just saying sugar. You got to cut out the sugar. So I told them the month of October will probably be a challenge for me. I got to do something. So we'll see how it goes. Some people are saying
K-Pro versus Mike Jones.
Well, if you want to be part of it, yeah, it's just not going to be fun. It's not going to be easy, I don't think. For me, I think you have more willpower and discipline than I do.
Oh, if we actually put a wager on it, I'm winning.
No, I'm not putting a wager on it. This isn't for anything other than getting healthy. I don't think we put a wager on it.
Put a wager on it and I'll win. And then you'll try to beat me, so then you're not humiliated.
Yeah, the hot tub is nice. You guys never had one. It's nice. You heat it up and you just jump in.
We haven't told our other news. This ain't nothing.
Yeah, no, I haven't brought any of that up. Yeah. But that's a change for us in October, so you guys will find out what that is in October.
That's a big thing's coming, and you started talking about the big hunt? Don't talk about the big hunt.
Well, if we ever do one, yeah, that would be fun. We need to. It's just finding the time. And then I was telling them, like Xavier and Beacon Star are so hard, but when you have clues that lead you to an exact spot where you just pick it up, they have to be hard. Otherwise, it's going to be over in 3 months. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's not an ambiguous poem like Forrest Fenn that could lead you anywhere.
Well, and Randy has said, I want this to last until the
30 years. He said a good hunt should last 30 years.
But Sean and Hillary said we kind of want it over. So if they wanted it over, they would actually make a clue that is an actual clue and not something that is another whole puzzle that no one understands.
Yeah, I get it.
I love them.
That's a solution. That's what I said too. I just said it's hard with the clues and we were stuck. So I told them I've been taking a break. That's why I haven't gone live on Thursdays the last couple of weeks. Just taking a break from the Treasure Hunt Amusement Park, that's all. But I do think somebody will pay it forward. Somebody will do a big one eventually.
Well, if we have someone that wants to, and if Mike...
Well, if that ever happens. I emailed him, I haven't heard back. So,
okay. Yeah. Well, he contacted me and said...
I know. Or maybe it's you he wants, honey. Soda is the same as 30 sugar packets. Davio says he just lost, was it 10 pounds, Davio, or 20? Wow. Copper Dan lost 40 since he's been running. But I told him about my ankle. I'm not going to be able to, that's the swollen right there. I'm not going to be able to run. Yeah, that's what Lorraine said. She goes, you got to get in the pool and swim. I'm like, yeah, that's true. So I just have to do it, that's all. So we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
I mean, the hardest part, absolutely, is I need a candy bar. Don't
eat after, it's sugar and carbs. I told him.
After 6. Eat all the time, but don't eat after 6.
I told him my autobiography is going to be called Sugar and Carbs.
It's sugar. I don't think carbs is a huge issue.
Yeah, so I have a candy bar like every day, guys. So it's sugar, definitely
you have
sugar.
Coffee. You do this much coffee, and then the sugar.
Yeah, I know. But it tastes good though. It gets me going in the morning. So I think I'm gonna do green tea, plain, with nothing else in it.
Why don't you just?
I can't do black coffee. Stevia tastes weird. It tastes like potpourri or something. Yeah, I could come up with something.
I'll be here for you with
no candy bars. Yeah, I know that one. I know them. Did Jack have the website that relocated the chest? What do you think, April? Was Jack part of the auction website?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
I don't know anything for sure.
We don't know.
It's interesting, but I don't know. There's some other stuff that's gonna be fun though.
Right. Well, I didn't realize Shiloh actually said I'm doing what Forrest told me to do. That's what Ben seemed to say.
He said I'm channeling my inner Forrest Fenn.
Yeah, see, that's different than saying I'm following Forrest Fenn's instructions. So we'll see.
I mean, flat out said.
Yeah.
Giovanni Carleone emailed him and said, I'm going to go boots on the ground. This was 2 or 3 months ago. And he said, let me be clear. Jack is the finder. There is no second hunt.
Right,
do not go out. Do not be dangerous.
Yeah.
This is done.
Well, that's just common sense, too.
Now,
yeah.
But then said, well, he's just being clever, and he hasn't put out the second hunt yet.
Yeah. I mean, now if Shiloh wants to do a thing on his own, that's one thing, but we'll see. Oh, that's why I say I'm kind of over talking about it, because everybody has their own opinion, and nobody believes anybody else's opinion. Right. So we'll just wait until it comes out. So
yeah, we're gonna wait.
Bananas and fruit in the morning, honey.
I think we still got some coming in September.
Tapio says, wait, Forrest has a channel. Get it, YouTube channel. What's that?
I think we have one thing coming in September. I think we have one thing coming in October. And then we have all that other, like...
Yeah, I know.
We have Henderson 2064.
And we got the Jingle Bell Rock in November. That's what we got to find.
Exactly.
But, anyway, yeah, so we'll see. Could be a challenge in October. We'll see. Monk fruit is sweet like sugar, but not as bad for you. Have you ever heard of monk fruit? I haven't. M-O-N-K? Nemo.
Oh, okay.
Monk.
Someone just messing with you.
Never heard of monk fruit. Well, these guys eat edamame. They give me one, I eat the whole thing. They're like, you're not supposed to eat the shell. I didn't even know what that was.
Like you give them the edamame
it's disgusting.
And you pop the thing,
well, it's like a pea pod. I didn't know that. Monk, yeah, okay. All right, we'll see, guys. Email me, though, if you have any suggestions on how to lose. I need to lose like 20 pounds. I'd be happy, ecstatic if I lost 20 pounds. Isn't that right, honey? Bananas high in sugar, berries and kiwi are low.
I lost 100 pounds. I gained about half of it back, but I lost 100 pounds.
But you were like going to the gym every day, like hardcore, right?
No, it was 3 days a week. When I started going hardcore, my body stopped allowing me to lose. So 3 days a week.
Yeah, I just need to do something.
Come on, come do. You want to do karate with me? Martial arts?
No.
Why not?
I got the bad wheel, honey. I can't. See that swollen ankle? All right, look, guys. That's the regular ankle, and that's the swollen ankle. Do you see the difference? That whole foot right there is kind of swollen. Hopefully in about a month it'll be gone, but if I put my full weight on it, there's a little twinge. I can feel the twinge. They said nothing was fractured, but, you know.
You know what I kept? The one book, you know how I got rid of a lot of books?
Yeah.
I kept the one book called The Couples Workout.
The Couples Workout? All right. We could get a couple yoga mats and throw down in the living room or something. I don't know. But I got it. Like they say, the exercise doesn't matter. You got to change how you eat. And yeah, they're right. A lot of water.
And you know there's about 10, 15 teams that are waiting to jump in here when you're ready.
Well, come in. Yeah, I'll turn it off. They can come in. Yeah, I'm going to get out. Are you going to come in or are you not? You're going to skip it?
No, I'm going to wait until they're out.
Yeah. Okay. All right, everybody. Well, that's it. If you have any health tips on me losing some weight, email me, cowlazars@gmail.com. Because I was here waiting. I didn't realize you were going with them to the mall. I thought you just dropped them off. So I was like, where is she? And I was like, I'm sitting here. I'll just go live.
I was the driver. You know who else has his permit? And I talked to his parents, and I'm now a teacher.
Is that right?
Yeah. He's actually pretty good.
Trying to get their driving permit. So go turn those floodlights on. I want to show them what I set up. I'm sure the kids want them on, right? I think it's too bright.
No.
Here, so this is our little patio action, guys. So you see we have a little patio light or porch light, But there's no lights in the pool, or if they are in the pool, they don't work. But they never did when we moved in. Nah, I said screw it. So what I did is Chrissy's like, I need some light out here. So I did this. Tell me what you guys think. Boom! In your face. To me, that's a little too bright, but definitely bright. Definitely you can see what's going on now. So, all right, I'll be getting out in a minute.
Okay.
Let me wrap this up with you guys. There we go. And, you know, talk about, I got those off of Amazon. I got the brightest ones that weren't, you know, hundreds of dollars. And yeah, not bad. Not bad for, you know, jerry rigging it type thing. So yeah, that's what's up. I got the sore ankle, and I just got to change how I eat. So, month of October, let's do it. Yeah, that's right, Tacoma Kicks. But yeah, it's not beer because I don't drink, so it's definitely soda and sugar and candy. All right, guys. Hope everybody's doing all right. You have a fun weekend. And if I do it in October, that means I'll be either go live or putting up a video once a day, every day in October. We did what, a video a day in June, the purpose of the weight loss challenge. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Send me your suggestions, guys. All right, have a good weekend.